everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 12 of the 2-week yoga challenge. Today's class is going to be a gentle flow, but we're going to be focusing on the back, especially the lower back. So we're going to be moving through a lot of poses where we're stretching and toning the back. And as usual, just making sure that you're looking after your body. If you have any aches or pains or any injuries, being especially careful. Putting on something comfortable and let's go. Beginning your practice today, either sitting on your knees or cross-legged. Perhaps taking a pillow underneath your sit bones and just finding a comfortable seat. Starting to feel yourself grounded into the earth with your spine straight and long. Gently closing your eyes and inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose and exhale, release out through the mouth. Coming into stillness now. And gently breathing into the belly. With every inhale, feel your belly rise. And with every exhale, feel your belly fall. Calling to mind an intention today for your practice. A positive affirmation or a positive thought for yourself or for somebody else. Feeling that intention rise to your heart center as you bring your hands together in prayer. And as you inhale, feel like you're filling that heart space. And as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, take a reach up, and we're going to take a twist to the right. So placing the right hand on the ground, behind the back, reaching up with the left. And then when you're ready, placing the left hand on the thigh. Perhaps turning the face over the shoulder. And just taking a few breaths here. With your next inhale, reaching up the arms and coming onto the other side. Again, if it's comfortable for the neck, looking over the shoulder and taking a gentle twist of the back. A few breaths here, keep breathing into the belly. And as you inhale, coming back to the center and reaching over to the other side. Right arm on the mat, left arm on the thigh. Keep breathing here. A few more breaths. And inhaling, coming to the other side. Taking deep breaths into the belly as you inhale, coming to the center, interlacing the fingers in front of the face. And taking a back stretch here, rolling the back, tucking the chin, and sending the heels of the hands forwards. Inhale, scoop up the hands, and exhale, roll the back. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back, and take a chest stretch. Breathing here. And with your next exhale, release the hands. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, take the left hand to the mat, reach up the right, come into a lovely side stretch. Perhaps taking the hand a little bit further along the mat. And again, just breathing here. Inhaling to the center and exhaling to the other side. This time, right hand on the mat, left hand high. Inhale back to the center. And just take a few movements with the body, perhaps shaking out the wrists. And then gently making your way into tabletop. It's taking your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We come into a few cat-cows. So inhale, reach up with the head, look up. Exhale, roll the spine, look towards the belly. Inhale, look up, arching the back. And exhale, roll the spine, look towards the belly. Keep moving here. Inhale. Exhale. Moving with your own breath, inhaling, reaching up, looking up, and exhaling, rolling. A few more times here. Keep moving, keep breathing, and just scanning the body, seeing if there's any aches or pains, or any tension in the back. Perhaps sending the breath to these areas as you continue breathing. The last round, inhaling, looking up, exhaling, rolling. Tucking the toes and sending the hips back to downward facing dog. Bending the knees, and coming back to tabletop. Inhale, tuck the toes, send the hips to downward facing dog. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then just staying in your downward facing dog here. Taking a few breaths. Perhaps inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. With your next inhale, rolling into plank and coming down as slowly as possible, bending the elbows through chaturanga, all the way down onto the mat, placing the hands on the mat, gentle cobra, tucking the toes, bending the knees and sending the hips back to downward facing dog. Rolling into plank, coming through chaturanga. This time tucking the toes, keeping the thighs lifted and coming into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forwards and jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold and inhale all the way up. Hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Stepping to the front of the mat for half moon. Taking the feet hip width distance apart, take an inhale, reach up the hands, interlace the fingers and extend the index fingers long. As you exhale, take a stretch over to the left side. Keeping a beautiful length in the side body here. And as you inhale, release a little bit further. Inhale, coming back to the center. And exhale over to the other side. Again, a beautiful length in the side body. Try not to crunch into the hip here. Just keep breathing. Again, as you inhale, extend a little bit more. And gently come back to the center. Interlace the fingers behind the neck. And come into a gentle back bend, opening through the chest. and cradling the neck with the hands. Take an inhale, come back to the center, interlace the fingers and step the feet a little bit wider. Hands through heart center and roll down into ragdoll. Keeping the legs straight, perhaps taking opposite elbow with opposite hand. And just rocking out the body here. Again, we're just checking in with the back to see if there's any aches, any tension. Releasing the hands. And perhaps taking the hands underneath or around the ankles and gently encouraging the head a little bit further to the knees. Release the hands out in front. Take your hands to your hips and gently make your way to standing. Inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into chair pose now, so stepping the feet a little bit wider. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, send the hips back, sitting into a chair. And reach the hands to shoulder height. I'm going to be here for about 10 seconds. Just keep breathing. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. A few more breaths. Keep breathing. And with your next inhale, gently standing up, bringing your hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Coming into a second round, and hands to shoulder height, and sit back into your chair. Again, 10 seconds here. Keep breathing. Through the nose only. Perhaps feeling your legs shake a little bit. It's perfectly normal. A few more breaths. And with your next inhale, gently standing up, hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Coming into tree pose now. So taking the weight on the right foot, taking the left foot either to the ankle, below the knee, or all the way up onto the thigh. Taking a moment to find your balance. And when you're ready, bringing your hands together at heart center. And perhaps taking your arms over your head. If it feels good for your hands. Keep breathing here. A few more breaths. Through the nose only. And then bringing your hands through heart center, gently placing the foot back on the mat, releasing the hands, and coming into the other side. Inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Weight to the left foot now, taking the right foot either to the ankle, below the knee, or all the way up onto the thigh. Bringing your hands together at heart center. And then if you're ready, gently taking your hands over your head, coming into tree. A few breaths here, keep breathing. Perhaps finding a focal point on the floor in front of you if it helps with your balance. And gently bringing your hands together, drawing them through heart center, and placing your foot down on the mat, releasing your hands. Take an inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands together at heart center. We're into eagle now. Inhale, reach up with the arms. As you exhale, take the right hand underneath the left. Crossing the arms in front of the face and drawing the elbows down. Lifting up the right leg and taking it around the left. Sitting into a chair, and again just finding your balance. If you feel balanced here, perhaps you'd like to feed the eagle by gently tipping the body forwards. Otherwise, just staying here.
squeezing the thighs together, engaging the abdominals. A few more breaths here. And as you inhale, gently come up. Release the hands, release the legs, and draw the hands through heart center, arms by your side. Left side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm underneath right. Taking the left foot and bringing it over the right. Take an inhale here, and exhale, sit down into a chair. Keep breathing. And if you feel comfortable, perhaps tipping forward and feeding the eagle. One more breath here. And with your next inhale, gently bringing yourself back up, releasing your hands, releasing your foot, and gently stepping your foot down. Hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands together at heart center, arms by your side. Stepping to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, fold through heart center. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and jump into plank. Exhaling through chaturanga and inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Reaching up the right leg and stepping it through the center of the hands. Take an inhale, come into high lunge. Placing the left hand in the inside of the right foot and coming into a twist. Option to drop the knee if you need to. Otherwise, staying here. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, placing the hands either side of the feet and stepping back into plank. Exhaling through chaturanga, inhaling to upward facing dog, and exhaling to downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, reach up the left foot and step it through the center of the hands. Inhale to high lunge. And exhale, this time it's the right hand that comes on the inside of the left foot. Come into a beautiful side stretch. Again, there's the option to drop the knee if you need to. Otherwise, just staying here a few more moments. Keep breathing. Exhale, placing the hands either side of the foot, stepping back into plank, coming through chaturanga, inhaling to upward facing dog, and exhaling to downward facing dog. Staying here in downward facing dog. And with your next inhale, reaching up the right leg and coming into a hip opener, opening the hip and trying to look underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up the leg and step it into a high lunge. Exhale into warrior two. Coming into a side stretch. Right elbow to right knee. Inhale the left arm high. And if you feel comfortable, perhaps taking the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Or perhaps going further and coming into a bind by taking the right arm around the leg and trying to join the hands together at the back. Otherwise, just staying here. Just keep breathing. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Perhaps if it's comfortable for the neck, looking up. And as you exhale, straighten the leg, tip the body, flip the palms, and come into Trikonasana. Staying in Trikonasana for a moment. And gently placing the left hand on the mat, coming into a twist. Just Just being careful of the knees here, only doing it if it feels good for the knees, good for the hip flexors. Staying here for a moment and then coming back to the center and gently turning the feet, coming into the opposite side, coming into warrior two, bending the front knee. And as you exhale, dropping the left hand this time onto the knee and coming into a side stretch. Perhaps taking the left hand to the inside of the left foot, or perhaps coming into a bind. Just whatever feels good for your body today. Just knowing your limits. Inhaling back to warrior two, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Again, only looking up if it feels good for the neck, otherwise you can keep the neck straight. Inhale back to warrior two, straightening the leg, and exhale into Trikonasana. Again, if it feels good for your knees and good for your hip flexors, perhaps this time dropping the right hand onto the mat, lifting up the left, and coming into a twist. As always, just looking after your body. Inhale, coming back to the center, bending the knee into warrior two. Exhale, straightening the legs. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Arms by your side, feet facing forwards. Inhale, reach up, look up. We're going to inhale and we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Take a little chest stretch here. And as we exhale, we're going to roll down, straightening the legs. And releasing the hands onto the mat, perhaps taking the feet a little bit wider if it feels comfortable. Staying here for a few moments. And then with your next exhale, taking your right hand towards your left foot, reaching up your left arm, and coming into a twist. Again, just checking in with your body if it feels okay to lift up the top arm. And then just dropping back to the center, gently coming onto the other side. This time left hand to right, reaching up through the right. Keep breathing. And release the hands back to the center. Gently tiptoe the feet together. And gently bending down into a yogi squat. So just feeling out the body here, what feels good for you. Gently keeping the knees bent, bringing the hands together at prayer. And trying to keep the back as straight as possible. Gently placing the hands on the mat, tiptoeing the feet together as you gently and slowly roll yourself up. Inhale, reaching up the hands, and exhale the hands to heart center, stepping to the front of the mat, and gently rolling yourself onto the mat. Laying down on your back and bringing your knees to your chest, just gently rocking out the spine here. And then when you're ready, gently releasing the hands, releasing the legs. Taking the heels towards the sit bones and gently rolling yourself over onto your belly. Lying on your belly and gently turning your left ear to the mat. Taking the hands either side of the chest Coming into a low cobra. Inhale, reaching up the head, gentle back bend. Perhaps testing your balance by taking the hands off the mat a few millimeters. Pushing through the tops of the feet. One more breath. And exhale, gently roll yourself back onto the mat. Release your hands. Gently place the right ear on the mat. Taking the palms facing down, place them underneath the body and the inside of the hip bones. Take an inhale here. Reach up the legs. Gently reaching up the head, squeezing the knees together. Holding here for one more breath. And exhale, release down, release the hands, left ear to the mat. Gently bringing the head back to the center, keeping the arms either side of the body. Take an inhale and reach up the arms, legs, feet, chest, off the mat into the locust. Holding here, squeezing the thighs together, pointing the toes, and exhaling, releasing down onto the mat. Right ear onto the mat. Coming into bow pose now. So taking the right ankle with the right foot, the left ankle with the left foot, either on the outside of the feet or you can take them from the inside. Just finding a grip that works for you. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, kick back with the feet and lift the chest off the mat. Kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching, and releasing gently and slowly. Left ear on the mat, closing the eyes. Taking the feet wide and just gently rocking out the lower back. Bringing the feet together, placing the hands either side of the body, and gently rolling yourself up into a simple child's pose. So placing the knees together and taking the arms by your side. Breathing into the lower back here. Gently and slowly bringing yourself up. Just taking a few rolls of the neck and gently making your way to lying on your back. Coming into a twist. Taking your heels towards your sit bones and cactusing the hands either side of the body. Take the right foot around the left and gently send the legs over to the right side. Turning your face to the left. Completely relax the body here. There shouldn't be any tension, any holding. Just letting your legs fall. If the stretch is too intense on the lower back, you can unwind the legs. Keep breathing here. And then gently coming up, switching the legs, and rolling over to the left side. Again, taking your face to the opposite side, cactusing the hands, and completely relaxing into the pose. Gently and slowly making your way back to the center, bringing your knees to your chest, and gently rocking out the spine. Coming into your final Shavasana now, and perhaps taking a pillow underneath your lower back. If you have a blanket close by, covering yourself with a blanket and laying down onto the mat, releasing the hands, closing the eyes, completely relaxing. Gently starting to wake up the body, taking some movements in the hands, and stretching yourself long. When you're ready, rolling over into your favorite side, coming up into a comfortable seat, again either cross-legged or on your knees, having a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.
So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 13. Bye.